In today's video, I will share you how Dave Ramsey baby steps work, how it changed our lives, and outlook on personal finance. Stay at the end of the video and I will show you how I customize the baby steps based on what we value and how we can achieve the financial independence faster. Hello everyone, my name is Hiro and welcome to my channel Financialero. So in this channel, you will learn about personal finance, travel hacking using credit card rewards, and valuing relationships. So who's Dave Ramsey? Dave Ramsey is a financial guru here in America that helps people get out of debt and build wealth. He is very popular, especially with his baby steps. We found Dave Ramsey in the year 2018. We read the book Total Money Makeover, and from there, it changes everything on our behavior and how we treat our money. We started to learn about zero-based budget. We became more focused and intentional with our spending. We are taking control on where we wanted to put our money instead of us wondering where all our money went at the end of the year. As a matter of fact, we were able to pay off our car 18 months earlier because we were so inspired in Dave Ramsey's community and getting out of debt. What we like about his steps is that it's very simple to follow, but it takes a lot of hard work, discipline for you to be successful. It's not a quick rich scheme out there. Now here are the 7 baby steps. Step 1, $1,000 on initial emergency fund. You see the word initial? This is not your full emergency fund. These serve as a cushion or foundation before you start saving or investing. You know life happens. Sometimes you got a flat tire or some medical bills to pay. Now, if you don't have this first step or the initial emergency fund, you will go in debt right away. The tip here is to find your step 1 as fast as you can so you could move on to step number 2. Step number 2, pay all your debt except your mortgage by using the debt snowball method. Debt snowball method is paying your smallest debt first, going to your largest. You're not basing it on interest rate. That is why this is the most controversial on his baby steps. Dave Ramsey's focus here is correcting your behavior towards money. He wants you to have a motivation about achieving something to build a momentum on paying your debts with a gazelle intense. A lot of people will argue why I have to pay like a small interest like 2% if I can invest the money and earn like 8 to 10%, like it's a math problem. There are a lot of factors to consider on this step. If it is a credit card debt and you're paying 20% of interest, what's the point of investing your money that will earn you like 8 to 10% if you are paying high interest? If it is a personal loan, car loan, or student loan with lower interest, it might be better for you to invest your money than to pay it off. Next thing you have to consider is your age. If you are getting close to retirement, it would not make any sense to pay off your debts if you don't have anything saved for your retirement. In this step, there's no right or wrong answer. If you feel happier and at peace without any debt, then pay off everything. If you feel that you could optimize more by investing your money and do not pay your low interest debt, then do it. Do whatever you feel best on your situation. Step number 3 is fully funded emergency fund, which is 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. This is to support you financially if you lose your job or to supplement you if some emergency happens. So the question is it 3 months or 6 months? So the answer for that is 3 months if you have a stable job, if you have a full-time job, and 6 months if you are a contractual or commission-based employee. We know that the advice of the majority is not to invest this emergency fund or this money because it has to be liquid. It has to be accessible anytime that you need it, just in case of an emergency. But on our case, we're doing our budget for a while now, so we have decided and we have taken the risk that half of it we will invest it to our Roth IRA and taxable brokerage account, and half of it will be parked on a high-yield savings account. Step number 4 is to invest 15% of your household income in retirement. This is just a rule of thumb. We always hear other people say invest like 10 to 15 towards retirement. Every situation is different and it also depends on your financial goals. Let me give you an example. A 20-year-old saving 15% towards retirement versus a 60-year-old who just started saving for her retirement. You can tell that a 20-year-old will be ahead of the game because he has like 45 years of compound interest versus the 60-year-old will only have like a 5-year compound interest. It also depends on your financial goal. The 10 to 15% rule of thumb or recommendation is also based on the traditional age of retirement, which is 65. What if, like us, we wanted to retire a little more early, like 55 or even 50 years old? We have to save more than the traditional advice of 10 to 15%. We might have to save 30% of our income, 40%, or even 50% of our income. So it depends on your financial goals. Every case is different, that's why you have to find whatever fits you. Step number 5, save for your children's college fund. I really like the order of this step because you were able to prioritize yourself first for your retirement before you save for your kids' education. Most of the time, we see some people save for their kids' college and then they're unable to save for their retirement. They put themselves in a bad situation here because at the end of the day, they might have to ask their kids for help since they weren't able to save for their retirement. So our current approach is this. We put at least $100 in each of our kids' 529 account, which is the educational fund. We know already that's not going to be enough for their college, but they could apply for their scholarship. They could be a working student, or since we prioritize ourselves before, we might be in a position to help them in their college. Step number 6 is pay off your home early. I remember when we start the Dave Ramsey plan, we really want to be debt-free and pay off our mortgage so that we can go to the debt-free scream. But along our journey, we realized the value of investing versus paying off our house. We currently have 3.25 interest rate with our current mortgage, and instead adding to the principal to pay off our house faster, what we did is that we opened a brokerage account and then we invest the money. Instead, we put it on our principal. In that way, that money can grow at least 8 to 10%. By the time that the balance from our mortgage is equivalent to the balance of our investment account, like the taxable brokerage account, it's just up to us if you wanted to pay off our mortgage or just leave the money and let it grow. So at least you're in a position of strength if you wanted to pay it or not. Finally, step number 7, build wealth and give. But don't wait till the last step before you start helping others. You could share your generosity anytime you want. Following his steps can lead you to financial freedom and financial peace. If this video helped you in any way, you could share it to your friends, and if you could click the like and subscribe button to support my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you.